All right. All right. Fucking back day. Day 99. That's a big one. Sick. Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a big number. God damn it. So I'm a little bit conflicted at the moment. I'm considering whether or not I want to go to the Planet Fitness that's like, whoa, what the oh Jesus Christ. That dude's riding a one wheel, but it's got no light. I almost fucking hit him. Fuck. So yeah, I'm kind of conflicted. I think I want to go to the Planet Fitness that's kind of close to my gym because I've got a membership, and like it's whatever, you know. They got smooth cables, but they do have a back machine that I like. They do have this back machine that I like. Also, it's just kind of funny to go to Planet Fitness, you know. So, uh, they're literally right next to each other, so I've got a little bit of time to decide. But either way, I'm gonna start off with, you know, something moderately heavy, maybe a row, perhaps a pull down, you know, something like that. And then I'll just do kind of a mix where I'll jump around between rowing movements and, you know, pulling movements, like pull downs. Because you got to think, you know, your back, you know, everyone hears the sort of the row science description of like rows builds thickness and pull downs build width in your back. And I mean, there's some logic there, you know. If you do pull downs, obviously you're going to be working your lats primarily, and your lats are what's going to widen up your back, you know. And rows are going to, you know, employ some more traps and rhomboids and lower back. You'll also get some lat work in there too. But for the most part, I mean, back, I don't really do too much complicated shit, you know. Like I'll do, like I said, just I'll bounce around between rows and pull downs. The weights, I mean, I'll start off in the beginning with more heavy sets, and then as the workout progresses, you know, I already get a little bit pumped and fatigued. Then I'll lighten the weight a little and really try to focus on getting a good squeeze, right? Because that burning sensation, you know, people say feel the burn, that's legit, you know. If you do a compound lift, like let's say you do bench 10 reps, and that's your max weight, you're about to fail the next one, you're tired, right? Like you reach failure, but that type of failure is different than reaching failure on like a pec deck, you know, where you're starting to fucking hurt. So, an even mix of those two kinds of sets in your workouts is going to be effective. So I gotta drink this pre, decide what the fuck I want to do, and I guess if you read the title, you already fucking know, but I'll find out in a few minutes. God damn it. That is a good ass fucking pump for me. Let's check it out from the back. Not so much variety in the poses you can do, and you got a back pump. I mean, you got lat spread, and you got the fucking double by. Then, of course, you can do it backwards as well. But I mean, I've listed at Planet Fitness exclusively for months at a time. You know, my last summer job, which I'm gonna do again this summer with my little brother. That's fucking sick. But I work ended, and I pack my fucking gym bag, pre-workout everything, and just go straight to the Planet Fitness in my fucking neon high-vis shirts and boots. Obviously I would change, but at the end of the day, it's a building, the likes of which you can pay to enter, typically on a monthly basis, and it'll give you access to workout equipment. You know, how you use that equipment and how effective it's gonna relate to your training goals is up to you. You know, some gyms are better than others, won't lie to you, but you know, if you're a determined lifter, you can build a badass physique with dumbbells and a rack, and that's it. You know, fucking, again, like I say, fucking every lift, it's all about your own intensity that you bring. You know, if you bring a schmuck with a bad attitude and no real goals to like Oxygen Gym or Gold's Gym, guess what? He's gonna fucking stay small forever, right? But if you got a baller, bodybuilding, muscle growth mindset, you throw him into a high school weight room with just dumbbells and racks, and he's gonna turn into a beast in no time. So I'm gonna finish calves like usual, and then we can get in the car and slam the fucking dextrose shake. You know, I tell you what, something felt off about that lift. I think maybe it was because I didn't start off with something like insanely heavy, like I usually do. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because all the sets were hard. Like I'm pretty convinced I know how to push myself, you know, to a intensity of a set where, you know, it's going to be beneficial for me. But I think the lack of that heavy compound lift in the beginning, yeah, that's probably what made it feel a little off. But either way, you saw the pump, so fucking good pump, good squeeze, getting a good burning sensation. I'm sure I'm gonna feel my back tomorrow, but yeah, I mean, shit. Sometimes it's just not gonna feel the same, you know. Don't be a chump about it. So let's just slam the dextrose shake and let's discuss something of interest to me. Okay. So, like I was about to mention, well, I guess you don't know what I'm about to mention. But what I was about to get into is what you should do as a beginner lifter. What is your first move? Yeah, let's say right now you're just a layman, normal looking, whatever. You played sports perhaps, but you just look like a normal dude out in the world. Should you bulk? Should you cut? Should you do a main gain? Whatever. What is your first move as a beginner? Now, it's definitely not gonna be to cut. I can tell you that for sure. You do not want to just fucking jump into a crazy cut unless you're legitimately overweight. Like if you are straight up, let's just be real. If you're fucking overweight, then you kind of have to start off with the fat loss journey, not necessarily the, well, yeah, you're still gonna start lifting, but that initial fat loss, if you've legit got some blubber on you, you're gonna want to deal with that. It's not gonna help you to carry that around for sure. But let's skip over that. Normal looking dude, and by normal I just mean like maybe 20% body fat, sub, and maybe 180 pounds, whatever, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna want to start off with a crazy diet to try to shred down and just show off like the half and half that you have in your undeveloped physique, right? Not good. What you should start off with, you know, what you should immediately prioritize is just the gym in general. Just like the beginner, make it a routine, you know, find like 2 hour, you got probably a 2 hour window in your day where you just go to the gym, right? And if you can do that consistently at like 5 days a week for like a month straight, you're a baller, right? Now, of course, what are you gonna do when you go to the gym? Right? Maybe look up some, you know, Jeff Nippard beginner lifter info. When anyone's a beginner and they're asking for info, I love Jeff Nippard. I was watching him when I was starting. He's fucking smart, posts some really simple shit, makes it very easy to digest. I'll teach you about working sets and volume per week and frequency, which I agree with a lot of his shit. He's getting into the more study-based science realm, but it's just legit, So you look up some YouTube videos. Maybe you watch some kind of fitness influencer and you copy their chest day or their leg day or whatever. So just the beginner should be able to go to the gym and just get some weightlifting experience, right? That's going to be most important in the beginning, because let's say you go into the gym once, right? As a beginner, the next time you go to the gym, you've literally doubled your weightlifting experience. You get what I'm saying? So the more you can just get used to moving weight around, dealing with like the discomfort of it, the better, right? Now after you've become a steady gym goer, people are starting to recognize you. Maybe you wave to your friends there when you see them. Then maybe you should look into diet. Most important thing first, protein. I can guarantee that nobody who just eats food like a normal person and they don't really think about it, they are not eating enough protein at all. Not even close, right? So what do? I can maybe tell your mom to buy some more deli meat, turkey. Maybe cook up some beef if you feel like it, or get some protein powder. I love protein powder. And just hit about 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That is gonna be at least enough, right? So if you're 100 pounds, if you're 150 pounds, then 200 grams of protein per day, that's going to be good for you. You can even do 1 gram per pound. I'd rather do more than less. So you've been lifting consistently, you're learning new tricks, you're starting to feel mind-muscle connection, you're drinking your protein shakes. Now you should maybe look into some pre-workout, perhaps. I don't know. I didn't do pre-workout for years. Like the first 2 years, I didn't touch any pre-workout. Would I be bigger if I had? Maybe. At the very least, you should do a stimulant-free pre-workout, right? Where, that shit's just going to give you a better pump in the gym. Everybody's heard the, improved blood flow, nitrous oxide type deal. That's going to help you out. Creatine, that's going to fucking help you out. And then once you kind of become a little bit of a fledged lifter, then maybe you can think about bulking or cutting. So after you do all those things as a beginner, like I just referenced, consistent gym, creatine for sure, eat enough protein, maybe you fucking even take your multivitamin like you definitely should be taking, and do your pre-workout, if I didn't already say that. Then decide whether you need to bulk or if you need to cut. Now, if you're like significantly soft, you want to shred down, then if you do all those things I just referenced and you watch your calories, right? You try to eat at a calorie deficit, where you plug in your weight, your height, your body fat percentage, your activity level into, look it up online macro calculator or maintenance calorie calculator. Plug all that info in, and it's going to tell you how much food you need to eat to lose maybe 1 pound a week or 2 pounds a week. So do all that shit I just said about lifting, and then count your calories and make sure you don't eat over that number that you find online. You do that for a few months, and if you don't fucking have a ton of cheat days, shit, man, you're going to start slimming down. And in reverse, if you're maybe a little bit more trim and you want to bulk up, then you should look up the same website, maintenance calorie calculator, and then plug in find out how much food you need to eat to gain weight, right? And then make sure you eat accordingly. So for the layman, that might be maybe 2,000 calories to diet, and maybe 3,000 to bulk. You'll have to see on the website. And I mean, that's going to be a pretty solid start. You know, obviously you should watch a bunch of videos and shit of other like beginner lifter tutorials and stuff, and try to get some more knowledge. Talk to your lifter buddies, have them sort of guide you. But at the end of the day, I mean, just going to the gym on a consistent basis can totally change the way a person looks. Even if they don't mess with all the other diet and pre-workout and creatine and vitamins, even if they don't do any of that, just lifting on like a merely daily basis will fucking change the way you look after, you know, a period of time, probably a couple of months. Now, what you definitely don't want to do is just jump straight to a fucking starvation diet and try to shred down to get lean like a lot of lifters you see on social media, right? The fucking last thing that you want to do as a beginner is look at, you know, I don't really know any kind of low-level guys like that, at least in terms of their actual physique, that are just really like kind of thin, but they're lean. You know, when you're lean, you look good on camera. It's cool, you can see some abs and stuff. But a lot of them, at least they did a little bit of a bulk before they tried to shred down. If you just are trying to copy that look and you don't realize that you have to build your physique up first before shredding down to reveal what you've gained, then you're almost going backwards in terms of your physical development. You know, long-term viewers, they've already heard me kind of go on this rant, but I think it's worth referencing again. I'm pretty convinced, well, not even convinced, I'm just seeing it unfold before me, that there is a perversion of leanness going around in the youthful lifters today, right? Where they're not interested in bulking up. Oh, I don't want to lose my abs. You know, they just want to be fucking shredded. But I mean, not cool, man. You should be more hyped up for, you know, gaining 5 pounds than, you know, revealing your few abs and 14-inch arms. You know, it's just, I don't get it. If you're building the classic car in your garage, you don't start with the paint job. You don't fucking start with the paint job, man. That's the finishing touches, right? You gotta put some serious muscle in there first. I'm not really a car guy, but I'm sure you understand the analogy. But as of late, it almost looks like it's kind of flipping around. Like I've been seeing a couple like big dudes posting shit where they're talking about exactly what I just said, where you need to like focus on bulking up first rather than just trying to be lean and shredded. So maybe there's some fucking light at the end of the tunnel for the young and impressionable. Maybe we can get back to having a respect for real muscle, goddammit. So that fucking does it for me, man. I gotta eat some food. I gotta go to class tomorrow. Gotta take my vitamins. When you guys ask for a day in the life, like when there's comments of a day in the life, I don't know what you guys expect me to show you. But so I'm at home. I just had my 3rd meal of the day. I'm gonna sit on my phone and scroll TikToks for a few hours. Oh, I took a nap. All right, let's go hit the gym. Like, you may be underestimating the simplicity of my routine. You know, I end up doing more shit like extracurricular activity style when I'm dieting. You know, because when I'm trying to lose weight, the training and like, for one thing, just not having to eat so much food all the time, it's a lot easier, you know. I've said this before, I don't know if you've heard me say it, but maintaining muscle is far easier than building it, right? Like, if I wanted to just maintain my physique, well, it depends on the state. But let's say I died it down a bit and I just wanted to maintain how I looked. I wouldn't have to eat so much fucking food. And honestly, the training wouldn't have to be so hard either, right? Because the amount of like workload you need to do for muscle once you've built it, just to maintain it, is not so much as you need to build. Getting a little repetitive there, but whatever. I'll get into more of that when I'm dieting. But later on in the summertime, I'm sure there will be a little bit more variety to the videos. Like maybe instead of the car talk at the end, it'll be me like fucking around doing something like vlog style. But until then, I mean, get used to this format. You got it for at least a month longer. So, all right, that's it. I'll see you next time.